Okay, so what is your name and what do you do?
I'm Kelly. I have a project called Birds Fear Death, among others, but that's like the main one.
What are your other projects?
In a band called Go For a Punch with my friend Molly, and I have a couple other things in the works.
Sweet. What kind of music would you say Birds Fear Death is? Because I know you get thrown in fifth wave a lot, but I've also heard you don't like being called emo.
Yeah, I mean, like, people throw me in, like, a bunch of different, like, people will say anything. I've heard everything from, like, shoegaze to, like, black metal.
Wow.
And, like, I don't know. I guess I'm not entirely sure. I just, like, I guess noise pop is, like, the one that I, like, default to, because it, like, feels like it makes sense. And I don't really, like, mind being called emo. It's just that, like, I don't know, I don't really make anything under the idea of it being, like, emo. I think that's just kind of what ended up, like, happening, because it's, like, sad or whatever.
On that note, what do you write songs about?
Mostly killing myself.
Yeah, that seems to be the common theme.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Writing music is very weird for me, because I like, at least with this project, I just like being, like, very, like, blunt, and, like,
That's
right.
not a train, but that's weird as fuck.
Yeah.
Wait, is that a train?
No, that's a truck.
But it's like on...
Yeah.
But it's like
wait,
got wheels on.
yeah.
That's kind of a train.
That's actually kind of dope.
Wait. That's
Wait,
sick.
that's
actually...
sick.
But yeah, you were saying about the, like, lyrically.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess I pretty much... Because, like, there's a lot of shit that, like, you just kind of, like, can't really, like, talk about, you know? You can't, like, just, like, go up and, like, talk to people about normally. And I guess I just kind of, like, started doing music as a way to, like, air all that shit out without, like, having to actually, like, talk about it or whatever. So a lot of it ends up being, like incredibly, like, self-hating and sad and, like, I don't know. It's always, like, kind of weird, like, showing people my music. It's like, hey, here's a song about, like, some fucking depressing ass shit that's, like, not talked about with any level of, like, metaphor or subtlety.
It's pretty personal.
It is, and I mean, like, that's the point, you know. I really don't see a point in doing music if it's not, like, personal. That's just, like, how I am, at least for me doing music. And so, yeah, it's a lot just about, like, suicide, self-harm, and all of the stuff that falls under that category. And
Gotcha.
Sometimes there's, like, I don't know, sometimes there's, like, a little semblance of, like, love in there. You gotta have that.
I think a train's gonna pass. I'm gonna pause it. So you might have kind of already answered it, but, like, what do you like about the music you make? Or just Birds Fear Death in general.
Yeah. I guess the thing with Birds Fear Death especially is that it's always just been, like, incredibly fucking abrasive. And that's just kind of what I like doing. Like, even, like, not in, like, an emotional sense, but just, like, musically, just, like, trying to push things as fucking far as you can and still, like, write, like, some semblance of, like, a pop song, which I know is, like, an idea that's been done to fucking death, but, like, you know, it's fun to do, you know? There's a reason why people do it. And I don't know. I like just getting all that shit out there and making it just fucking loud and stupid. And I mean, I don't know. It helps me, and I guess it helps other people too. People like it, so I'm satisfied.
What don't you like about it?
Honestly, like, putting it out.
Yeah.
Because, like, on one hand, like, it's kind of cool to like put stuff out and have people resonate with it and be like, yeah, I like this. But on the other hand, like when you're like doing shit that's like really like personal and like extreme, it's like kind of uncomfortable, kind of embarrassing to have like, not to say that I'm like fucking like famous or whatever, but to have like any number of just like random people, or especially people that like you know and you like look up to, like hear it and like hear like whatever personal shit you're airing out. That's always been kind of something that I like go back and forth on. And like especially now it's made it like a lot harder to like put stuff out or like write stuff, because I'm like, people are gonna hear this shit.
Yeah.
So that's always been kind of like the part that I'm a little weary about.
Mm-hmm. Who would you say you make music for?
I try and just make it for myself, which I know is like the stereotypical answer, but like,
No, it's personal music. I mean, that makes sense.
yeah, I mean, I try and make it for myself, and like, I think I would be lying if I said that like I wasn't trying to make it like appealing in some way, you know, like I'm trying to make music that like people would want to listen to at the same time. But like at the end of the day, like if I wasn't wanting to do it, then I wouldn't do it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, you know, like I haven't done shit in a while for this project just because I haven't felt like it. So I'm really just trying to do it for myself, like as much as I can.
Gotcha. So you were based in what, like the greater Dallas area?
Yeah.
And now you're in Philly. What do you notice different scene-wise for stuff like that?
At least for what I'm doing, I feel like the scene is a lot cooler in Philly. Like, to be fair, I wasn't like super into the scene down in Texas, but at least where I was, it felt like a lot of like internet music, or honestly just like a lot of like queer music felt like it was not like a super like huge thing. And it like if here is a lot better because like it's almost entirely just like gay internet music, which is awesome, and I feel like a lot more comfortable like doing stuff here. Even like playing shows, like it's a lot easier for me to like do my shit here and not feel like uncomfortable or weird than it was over there. But I don't know, it might just be like growing up and also just like being more of a part of a scene, but like
Mm-hmm. Definitely, yeah. Philly's got a pretty diverse scene like that from what I've known, and it's like it seems a bit cliquey in ways,
yeah.
but like in terms of that can be a good thing in the sense of like you know who you're with, and like it's more tight like that, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely can be, and like definitely in ways that aren't great. I mean, to be honest, I'm just not a person that's like super big into like being in a scene or whatever. Just because like it, like, I don't know, all that stuff is fun, but like at the end of the day, the reason why I do music is like kind of removed from the idea of like being a part of a clique or a scene or whatever. And so that's never something I've been like super invested in, but like, yeah, it can be like that in Philly, which like kind of sucks and is kind of a good thing sometimes. But you know, at the end of the day, I do my thing, and I do my thing with people that I think also make like good music and that, you know, I think are cool people.
Mm-hmm.
So is there a place I can ash this?
You can put it out on that if you want.
Oh, dope.
Yeah. And then deposit if you like.
Hell yeah. Okay. Sorry.
No. So you just got done with like a 5-day run with me,
Yes.
as Poorly wrote, and how did that go?
Honestly, it went pretty fucking well. Like, this is my first time ever touring. This is my first time ever, like, playing more than one show in, like, a week-long period. Hell, this is my first time, like, being in half of the fucking states that we played in.
Right.
And it was fucking awesome. It was a great time. Like, all the shows were super fun. Like, it was really nice fucking, like, seeing a bunch of artists that, like, get it and are, like, into this shit. Just fucking be able to do their thing. Especially to, like, crowds that I felt like were responding pretty well, too.
Mm-hmm.
It was just, like, really fucking fun to see. And, like, fucking... Also, it was just fucking fun to, like, hang out.
Yeah.
Chill and, like, play shows and, like... I don't know. Like, it was, like, a really good time. Like, won't lie, it's kind of really, like, overstimulating. I'm not, like... I'm, like, a pretty, like, private person and, like being alone a lot of the time because I'm, like, dark and mysterious. but yeah, it's a little overwhelming, but it was all in all, like, really fucking fun, and, like, I'm glad I did it, to be honest. Like,
Mm-hmm. How many shows did you play before this?
I was, like, wondering. I think the first date of this tour was, like, my 10th show.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I keep wanting to ask, like, oh, what about you? And then I remember it's a fucking interview.
Tour was cool. It was a good time. I got to see a lot of friends. Like you were saying, it was nice to just hang out and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello, Lynn.
Hello.
Thanksgiving was yesterday.
It was. Scramsgiving.
We ate with Yumi, Exciting Excellent, Jasmine's husband, and Lynn.
Lynn
Here.
and
Hello,
Lynn's
Lynn.
mom.
And
Hi.
Lynn's mom. What was your favorite dish out of that whole?
I made the macaroni, and it was really good. Gotta say, the macaroni, person.
The macaroni was fire. Like, yeah. Honestly, like, because Angel had, like, never made a turkey before, apparently, and
Oh,
the
no
turkey
shit.
was fucking great. Like, that turkey was, that was on point.
Your first turkey too.
Yeah. I never had a turkey on Thanksgiving.
Like J-Rod.
Yeah, like
Ain't no turkey on Thanksgiving. Yeah. So the turkey?
Probably the turkey.
That's good.
Yeah. I've never had a turkey on Thanksgiving. That was my first time, and it did not disappoint.
Hell yeah. What's the future, I guess, going forward for both Birds Fear Death and you and other musical endeavors?
I guess I don't know for sure. Right now, Birds Fear Death is in kind of just, like, such a weird spot, because, like, I've just had a lot, like, change in my life, and, like, all the shit that's out under Birds Fear Death right now, like, I made, like, in high school, which, like, granted, like, wasn't too long ago, like, I'm 19, but it's just, like, such a different, like, life, and, like, it's kind of hard to, like, write stuff for that now. It just feels kind of weird, and so I'm taking a break from that, and I'm probably going to be taking a break from that for a minute. Like I said, I got that band with my friend, Go For A Punch. Shout out Molly, fucking sister. We're closing in on, like, having an album and, like, starting to play more shows and stuff. That's cool. I got, like, half an album done for, like, an as of now unnamed side project that I think is pretty cool and more, like, in line with what I feel like doing right now. So that'll probably come out sometime, like, early next year. Yeah, I don't know, maybe a couple more Birds Fear Death shows. Maybe I'll, like, make a few songs and just, like, throw them out. But, like, as for, like, anything, like, huge and solid, that's probably gonna be a while, you know. But there's still music in the works. There's still shows happening. It's just not this project right now.
Gotcha. I guess last official question would be, if you could go back in time to any point in your life of your choosing and tell yourself one thing, knowing what you know now, what would that be?
Oh, shit. That's
It's a
like,
doozy of a question.
That's deep. I didn't prepare for that. I don't know. Shit. probably go back like a while now. Like I don't even know how long, but I just like tell myself to just like, I don't know, get my shit together. You know, like
Yeah.
like I don't know. There's a lot of shit going on. Like you need to like figure that stuff out before you do anything. Who knows? Maybe if I did that, this project wouldn't have happened. But
That is the thing, yeah.
yeah. But like, just tell myself like, get my fucking act together. Honestly, I feel like they're like probably could go back to like any point in my life and tell myself that, but
Then you might not have emo clout.
that's true. And
You
isn't
might not
that
have gone
that's
on
what's
tour.
important?
Right.
I wouldn't have this fucking emo money.
You wouldn't be famous, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, is there anything you'd like to say to people listening before we leave, or any shout outs or anything like that?
Let's see. Shout out Poorly Wrote Suicide Note for going on this tour, for doing all this shit, for making great fucking music, for playing great fucking sets every night. Shout out Lynn for being my girlfriend and helping on this tour with like fucking like booking shit and like being our accountant and getting all that.
Money master.
Don't trust me with your money.
Shout out the Exciting Excellent crew, like Jazz, Zeke, and Angel. They're fucking sweet as hell. Really cool people. Really great fucking sets every night. Really great music. Really great turkey. I don't know. Shout out God.
True.
You know. Yeah. Shout out Molly. It's my sister. Yeah, shout out God.
Shout out God. They didn't believe in us.
They didn't believe in us.
God
Shout out
did.
Pitbull.
Shout out. Oh,
Yeah, shout out
Shout out
Pitbull,
Pitbull.
too.
El Taxi.
Mr. Worldwide,
Beep,
Mr.
beep.
305.
Hell yeah.
Where would we be without Pitbull? You know what? You should also shout out Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, shout out
Getting-
Dr. Pepper.
Getting pepped up.
Shout out shout out that dirty Dr. Pep.
Shout out Pizza City.
Shout out Pizza
Shout
City.
out
Shout out
that-
Burger King.
That other place.
The
The
yeah.
other pizza place.
RU Pizza and Grill.
Yeah.
Shout out credit card info.
Yeah,
Card
shout out
info.
shout out Joe and Ash's credit card info.
Shout out running scams.
Shout out Matt Q.
Shout out Matt Kukin. Shout out cocaine.
Yeah, shout out Coke.
Shout out
Big.
vaccinations.
Shout out vaccinations. True.
Shout out cocaine vaccinations.
Cocaine. Yeah, shout out your FDA approved cocaine injections.
Shout out Claude Sire. He was a really nice pillow on tour.
Yeah,
That's
Claude
true.
Zire. Shout out God, you know?
Yeah.
Which god?
The true God.
God.
The one God. The
Okay.
sixth God.
The sixth
Shout out
God,
Drake.
yeah.
Shout out Trey Songz.
Shout out to Drake. Trey Songz.
My favorite lesbian couple.
What about Kesha?
Kesha.
Yeah, no, yeah. Shout out Kesha.
Shout out
T-Pain.
T-Pain. I throw him there.
Christina Aguilera.
The Chris Brown verse, not Chris Brown
No,
himself.
yeah, no, not even the no,
Shout
not
out
even that.
Leo.
Yeah.
Not the guy from The Matrix, the musician.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Shout out Mazzy. Shout out Jesse. Shout out Ellie. Lilac Roadkill, best band in the fucking game. That's it. That's all I got.
Sorry. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.